It just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Every day, right? Every day it just gets crazier and crazier. So, I've got something for you in this box. I'm going to make something. All right. I don't like to make the normal sheaths. I have to give this spiel. Welcome back to SOS. I'm BA. I don't like making the regular sheets that everybody else will make. You know, your simple little fold-up stuff. Sometimes I like adding to what already pre-exists, and I like making it unique. To give you an idea, say your everyday carry knife would be something that you would want to have in a survival scenario, but you'd want to have a few extra goodies with you, and that's kind of what I'm going to do in this video, and include leather, you know, so kind of what I do. I have to be sure to check out Tops Knives. They support us, we support them, and they're good folks, and they're 101% made in the USA. It's true. I'm not kidding. I know it says this. There it is. It's 101%. It's true. It's 101%. It is possible. You got to go one step above everybody. There's the HP knife lubricant that they always include. I know you want to see what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Look, see, it's made in the USA right there. Another sticker. You guys better be buying Tops Knives. I'm telling you. You better. You're just un-American if you don't. I'm telling you. Alright. There's a little warning label on the back of this. It's this is for their heavy clips. Their heavy clips on their knife sheaths. It is a heavy clip. And it has a rotation to it. And a lot of folks don't realize you can just turn it. You know, you got to turn it real slow. You don't want to, you know, mar anything up. So you just give it a turn. You'll hear the rubber. So you can actually hang that scalp carry. Pretty cool. I'm just going to turn that back. Hear that? It's rubber. Things are on there tight. So it's a Kydex sheath, and I'm going to make some added modifications because I really like their Kydex sheaths. Their Kydex sheaths are very nice when the knife comes with a Kydex sheath. Sometimes I get knives from them. The larger stuff sometimes does not. Like the j.e.s.t comes with a custom sheath. That's crazy. Some of these might come with like your nylon style survivalist stuff, and it's because it's survivalist related, where you know you're trekking through the woods and stuff like that. Sometimes they go with the nylon, but more often I have seen nothing but Kydex come from Tops Knives. Your cheaper companies will usually pull this off. Wow, look at that. So that's the system, and this is a C.A.T S series. Your C.A.T S series knife. I've always loved it. When I guess when I was in the Marines right at the beginning, I had a C.A.T knife, and it was this style knife many years ago, and I think it was after my first deployment. When I got back, I went into an exchange, and they actually had Tops Knives there at one of the exchanges there, only at like the Marine Corps exchanges, but in there they had this Tops Knives, and it was just like this one. I think this was a C.A.T. It's a C.A.T knife. I think I still have it. It's put up because it has like a, right in the grip here, it has an EGA and a bunch of other cool stuff. Someone had some other company had customized them and did all that fancy stuff. I like that little, that's nice. And you got, I always love the thumb section here. You have these extra little lanyard holes here, and then you've got, that's for weight reduction, I'm assuming, and you could probably use that for a special purpose. But it does have the Tops USA and a very cool coating in a, it's kind of speckled coyote and brownish with a red pin line up it, and I'll give you the specs on it here in just a second. It's razor sharp, and I want to show you before I go any further, so hang tight. Got me a piece of paper here. Razor sharp. These are great. These are great knives. Everyday carry, and it's full tang. It's not like, you know, it's not a folder, but it would do a lot more since it's full. Anyways, I nicked that. I know, right? And now I'm ripping it. I grabbed the worst piece of paper ever. All right, there we go. That's nice. All right, I'm done goofing off. It's time to make some sheath stuff and get some measurements here. Bring that thing into the light. Let's take a look at this thing. So for the purpose of, like, the reason why I want to measure these, and I always just want to verify, I go in, you know, I go in and out of a lot of government buildings, and that being said, I want to make sure that I don't get in trouble for what I'm carrying, and that that goes with the measurements if I'm carrying this particular knife. So you would pass, and you would make it in and out. It depends on which, I don't know what your state laws have. We don't have any state laws here on knives. There's absolutely no knives on, no knife laws here in Tennessee. You can carry switchblades and everything else. So we have no knife laws. Any length, as long as you're not, your intentions are good, and you're not, you know, it doesn't look like you're trying to do ill intent carrying a Bowie knife, you know. So it's a little bit over 7 inches overall length. Your blade length is just about 3. I want to do just the blade, not the full length of just the cutting edge. And it looks like we're at 3. So you would safely be able to carry this without getting in any trouble at all, anywhere. And anywhere in the world, I'm sure, except for some of those European places. They don't they don't want you to carry a fork or a spoon. Anyway, but that's that. The handle length is a little over 4. So you got about 4 inches there. Easy. Just a little under the 4 mark. That's a really good knife. Nice size. Functionality. I mean, the grip, everything about this knife is nice. It's a very nice knife. Plus the color. You know, you can't find knives colored like this in this style and thickness, right? All right, now I'm going to get creative. So I don't want to take away from the sheath that already comes with the knife, because it's a good quality sheath. What I do want to do, this is for the people out there just want to add to stuff. And those of you folks that like hybrids, I like hybrids, and I like hybrids for like your survival and EDC stuff. I'm a survivalist. I like carrying survivalist items, and I think you're going to find that interesting today, what I put in this kit. I've got to put together a kit, and we're going to do a mold, and we're going to add some survival items without making it too bulky. You know, you don't want to make it too bulky. So we're going to add some stuff, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep their clip. These clips are great. Once they're on, they don't always want to come off. You've got a nice strong clip. There's nothing wrong with keeping that on there, but it would have to get moved around, and I'm sure I'll probably have to keep it on there for the build. But you do have these sections here. You can add a variety of stuff to it. I want to share with you. You could even do a uniclip. Tops Knives, uniclip. Hey, those two companies should get together sometime. Make them from the factory like that, straight up. Here's a thin and short. This is the Slim 2.2. I've shown these before, and you could add that right in there, and then you could conceal carry a knife. Or if you're like me, I like these pocket clips. These pocket clips are handy because you can clip them inside your pocket, like on the outside, and actually have everything on the outside, because I'm always riding around and then I pull a knife out and cut open a bale of hay or something, and you know, I'm always doing something like that. But yeah, these clips would go perfectly in these spots here, and you could use those for those purposes. And then there's the other clips where they just sort of slide on and off, and these are not as strong, but they're heavy. They're heavy clips. It's just for sliding in and out. So you're an on-the-go person, you got to take it off and put it back on. So every clip kind of has its own purpose. All right, let's get started. Now we got to put together a kit. Altoids 10. This is for the small, and this is the Winnegree. Why? I couldn't find a red one. I didn't know where the red ones were. I have a variety of all these little metal tins. For this kit, I wanted to put together something unique, and I wasn't sure. I do want to do a survival saw fishing kit. I think I've got, let's see what I've got over here. I've got so much stuff in these little drawers. All right, sewing kit, why not? I didn't know I had one of those available at the moment. That'll work. I don't need alcohol prep pads. I don't know why I have these over here. I mean, you could probably use like one. I've got some Band-Aids. These come in handy if you get like a small cut or something. Magnum condom for water, believe it or not. You can use these and span them all the way out, and you can use your aqua tabs and have yourself some drinking water. Of course, you could even use these in some boiling situations. I've seen folks actually levitate the bags, you know, the condoms over a heat source and actually get the water to boil without punching a hole through it. Sounds risky, but anyway. So, got the only reason why I would use that alcohol prep pad is for storing items without tearing them up. So let's go ahead and put one in there, and we could use it as like a, because I don't need tenders. Just do an alcohol prep pad. Now let's try and do our saw. I always like doing these little kits. And you got to kind of keep it tight. Try and get this guy. Jump. Jump. Ah. Come on now. There we go. It always has a little bit of trouble. There we go. I kind of hung on that. There we go. Don't want to cut the Band-Aid up with the survival saw, you know what I mean? Alright, there's that. Now I can take this, take these, the reason why I did this, so I can push these in and just kind of keep all of that away from cutting everything up. Next thing you're going to want to do is probably put in your fishing kit. Now, it's a full fishing kit that has everything in it. Just make sure you don't cut yourself, poke your hole in yourself. Let's see if I can add this. I'm hoping that this will actually fit. I didn't plan to add a full-on sewing kit, but I will find a way to do all this stuff. And then this is your magnesium capsules, and the magnesium capsules can be, it's Stanford Outdoor Supply. That company, SOS, Stanford Outdoor Supply, they have the magnesium capsules if you're looking for them. They're, you know, I've worked with them before in the past. They put together great kits. There's a little miniature compass. Gotta have a compass in there. I'm hoping that all this fits. I always tend to outdo myself sometimes. And let's get the aqua tabs in there. What's that? Now, let's get this guy in there. There's that. Gotta get the edges. And then this will go off to the side over here. This is a sharpener. And it's also a good striker for a ferrule rod. You just set it off to the side so it doesn't cut anything. And once you get it off to the side, that should all work out great. Now, I just need to Ranger band this thing to hold it all together. There you have it. Ranger band up. Now, the other thing I wanted to add, I was looking at this. I always have these weird items laying around. That doesn't do anything, but you gotta undo it from here. This is one of the survival tools I had laying around here. Who's this one for? This one's Operator's Survival Tool. And this is it cleans the bulk carrier group of an AR-15 and all kinds of other little interesting things. It's got some cool features to it. I'm just going to say that. I don't know get into all the stuff it does. There's a ceramic sharpener. And then there's your ferro rod. And how this would work, you put this in here on the end. I know, it's a little bit stiff. I always like these little tools. This guy here. And then you can use this in conjunction with it as your striker. Your little tip right there. You got a little cut right there. You just set it in there and strike. You can also strike from the front too. They've got it two different directions here if you want to strike with both. And then to sharpen, it's the same thing. You just set your sharpener down in there and then sharpen your knife. It's pretty nice. I'm thinking survival. You got to think what you should have for everyday carry if the balloon goes up and your, say, there's a cyber attack or there's a nuke or whatever, and you don't want to be all alone, naked and afraid with your pants down around your legs. You want to make sure that you have something to get you by. I was considering other items. Glow, that's too much. It's too much. A flashlight, definitely. I want to add a flashlight. I just don't know where and what flashlight I want to add to this. But I've got so many of these things where I just sort of, here, let me take you down here. I sort of go through all these things and I'm like, what could I use for this kit? And I dig around in here, recent and most looked at. That's kind of neat. Thought about adding something like that. It's too much though. It's too much. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna say that. I'm telling you, I got a brass project coming up. Okay. What else? I know I'm looking. That one's cool. What does this thing do? So this is your Romvy Von light. It's kind of cool. So it has a USB charge here, and I know you gotta there it is, Firefly. Oh gosh, why did I do that? There we go. It takes you all the way through your power settings. Now that would be really cool. Let me turn that off. That would be really cool for this kit. Oh yeah, I think that's the one right there. That is the one. So let's do that. I was considering, man, I was considering an O-light. I don't know. Yeah, they're about the same size. That one's rechargeable though. Yeah, I got some more O-lights. Just ain't sure. O-lights are where I'm at right now. Glow stick. Yeah. Another lighter. Why not? Does it got butane in it? I think it does. Oh gosh, this thing is stiff. There we go. Got a lighter. And a glow stick. Oh, it's a mini O-light. I don't need any of that stuff. All right, let's go back up here. Should I? Would I? I don't know. I'll keep this stuff on standby. But for now, I do need this system here. And I mean, I might add to something like this. I just don't know yet how much layering I want to actually incur with this project, because that could get crazy. You know what I mean? That's a lot of room. But that's some serious survival stuff going on there. Cut this from one piece of leather. I just cut out what I needed and just did this atmosphere here. I said, hey, you got to have a lighter, a glow stick, a ferro rod, doodad holder, and a flashlight, and an Altoid stand. And I just had to make all these spots. And then drying takes hours. So this is me coming back to this because it takes so long. Saddle tanned it, and now I need to figure out the dimensions. I knew I had to get this on here first and then figure out the dimensions for the kydex when it goes around it. And that's going to be a few minutes. So I just got to figure that out. And any excess, I just cut it off, what I don't need, and utilize the rivet slots for my attaching part. Yeah, something like that. All right, hang tight. It's a very cloudy, nasty day outside, and I am done. This is my hybrid. All right, let me bring this over a little bit. I kind of like it there, but I don't know. I think that's gonna cause some scratches. Yeah, it'll be all right. Well, got a pace counter with the ferro rod kit, and then I've got the Bic lighter, and then the flashlights in there. That is a EDC something or another. I'll put the link in there so you guys can get one if you're looking for that particular flashlight. And then the glow stick, and then the package deal in there. Kept it traditional. Got the original clip, and it's nice because it's still in that quick draw fashion, and it just clips right on your hip. Got a little bit of dye on me. I'll be alright. Alright, hope you guys liked it, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And God bless, take care, and stay sane.